Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. According to Dusawan, U.S. Secretary of State Rubio announced the revocation of U.S. green cards for 3 family members related to a former senior Iranian official, leading to their arrest and pending deportation. Among those apprehended is the son of Massoumeh Ebtekar, Iran's former female vice president, who was a prominent spokesperson for militants during the 1979 Iran hostage crisis, earning her the moniker Screaming Mary. Rubio emphasized that individuals with close ties to the Iranian regime should not be afforded the privilege of residing in the United States, asserting that under the Trump administration, the country will not serve as a safe haven for anti-American terrorists or their relatives. The family had originally obtained visas in 2014 under the Obama administration, with permanent residency granted in June 2016 through the Diversity Immigrant Visa Program. According to a report from the Tanzania Investment and Special Economic Zones Authority, TIZA, China has reaffirmed its position as the leading international investor in Tanzania. For the first quarter of the 2025-2026 financial year, covering January to March 2026, China accounted for 39% of the total foreign investment and approximately 60% of related job creation in the East African nation. TIZA report, published by China.org.cn, highlighted that Asian countries are currently dominant foreign investors in Tanzania, with China topping the list in both capital investment and employment generation. This contrasts with the United Arab Emirates, which had emerged as a leading investor towards the end of last year. During this quarter, Tanzania registered 177 investment projects worth $1.12 billion, expected to create over 19,750 new jobs. The manufacturing sector emerged as the leading destination for investment, attracting 51% of registered projects. China's investments span critical sectors like textile, cement, steel, and electronics, significantly contributing to Tanzania's industrialization, job creation, and technology transfer. Tropical cyclone Vaianu made landfall on New Zealand's North Island on Sunday, causing widespread disruption, Lionha Zaobao reports. The cyclone brought strong winds exceeding 130 kilometers per hour, heavy rainfall, and huge waves, leading authorities to declare a state of emergency in several regions and issue red strong wind warnings. While Auckland was largely spared the worst of the storm's direct path, the Emergency Management Minister, Mitchell, indicated that the city still anticipated significant winds and waves as the cyclone moved south. Concerns were raised about potential coastal flooding, exacerbated by Sunday afternoon's high tide. Approximately 5,000 households initially lost electricity, although power has since been restored to about 2,000. Hundreds of residents were compelled to evacuate their homes, with New Zealand Defence Force personnel and heavy equipment deployed to assist with the evacuation efforts. Antara reports that Indonesia's Public Works Ministry has deployed 400 water pump units to bolster agricultural irrigation in anticipation of the upcoming dry season and the potential for an extreme El Nino. Public Works Minister Dodi Hongodo stated that this initial number is provisional, with more pumps to be added based on field requirements to ensure optimal water distribution, particularly in key rice-producing regions. The deployment is being closely coordinated with the Ministry of Agriculture to prevent duplication of efforts and maximize effectiveness. Minister Hongodo also emphasized the crucial role of developing tertiary irrigation networks, which are essential for the efficient utilization of distributed water. The overarching goal is to enable rain-fed rice fields to achieve at least 2, and ideally 3, harvests annually, thereby enhancing national food production stability. Agriculture Minister Ondi Amran Sulaiman also affirmed his ministry's collaboration with Public Works on irrigation network repairs to maintain a stable water supply. According to 9 News, Australians should not anticipate a significant reduction in fuel prices despite the government striking a deal with Singapore to ensure a stable supply of refined oil. Charles Krauge, Nine's chief political editor, clarified that the agreement is focused on fuel security, not a fuel surplus, indicating no immediate benefit for consumers at the pump. Over 170 service stations nationwide currently report diesel shortages, with average prices hovering around 3.117 per liter for diesel and $2.02 for unleaded. Singapore is a critical supplier, providing 15% of Australia's diesel and 55% of its petrol. The article suggests Australia needs to forge more mutual energy agreements with other Asian nations like Korea, Brunei, and Japan to diversify its supply, especially given ongoing global conflicts affecting shipping routes like the Strait of Hormuz. Energy Minister Chris Bowen warned of a long tail to recovery, citing backlogs of ships and damaged infrastructure. Australia's current reserves stand at 38 days for petrol, 31 for diesel, and 28 for jet fuel. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.